A fight over whether an abandoned Indianapolis church should be demolished or stay as part of a neighborhood's cherished history is set to go before the city next week. Holy Cross Catholic Church has been closed for nearly a decade. Last year, hundreds signed a petition and convinced the city to designate it as an historic site. Now, that designation prevented it from being demolished, but as our Emily Longnecker tells us tonight, it is far from being a done deal.
Well, this is an ongoing fight, and it's centered around what two very opposite sides think should happen to this Catholic church on the city's Near East Side. This is Holy Cross Catholic Church. It's been empty since 2016. One side thinks this church should be demolished. The other side thinks it should be sold and used as something else.
Around the church where hundreds of Catholic faithful on Indy's Near East Side once gathered to pray, get married, and baptize their babies, now sits a fence with signs warning trespassers not to enter. The nearly 100-year-old Holy Cross Catholic Church has seen better days.
It's no longer safe to enter, and it really is a shell of its former beauty, unfortunately.
The church closed its doors nearly 10 years ago. Last year, St. Philip Neri Catholic Church, which took over the property, tried to demolish Holy Cross and its other buildings, something the Neighborhood Association and historic preservationists fought back against and won, convincing the city to designate the church as an historic site so it couldn't be torn down.
What we have here is a situation where the historic designation has placed a huge burden, a huge financial burden on our parish here at St. Philip's, which is hindering our mission.
The Neighborhood Association wants the church to sell the building and let someone else fix it up so it can be used in some other way. Indiana Landmarks, which focuses on revitalization, agrees. They issued a statement which said in part, quote, "The Archdiocese has sold other historic properties rather than pursue demolition. We would encourage the same in this case." For the church, though, it's about guaranteeing a once sacred space won't be used for purposes not aligned with the Catholic faith.
Once we sell the property with the church standing, we really have no control over what might happen several decades down the line.
Not being able to tear it down, the church believes, is a violation of their First Amendment rights.
Basically, what we have going on here is that local government is telling a church that they can't practice their religion.
And both sides are expected to present their arguments in front of the city's Historic Preservation Commission at a meeting next Wednesday. The commission is expected to vote on whether to overturn that historic designation, which could ultimately decide this building's fate. On the city's Near East Side, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.